Hi, my name is Sam and you're watching Dayspring Pens. Today we're going to be talking about how to load and use a fountain pen. So if you're new to fountain pens or thinking about buying a fountain pen as a gift for someone, this video will be for you. Now there are three major types of ink filling systems for fountain pens, and today we're going to talk about all three. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start by loading and filling the Waterman Expert fountain pen. Now here at Dayspring Pens, we specialize in pen engraving. So as you can see, this pen was purchased for the lovely Pickle King of Chicago. Thank you, sir. Now, in order to fill a fountain pen with a cartridge, what you want to do is first remove the barrel, and it should just unscrew or pull off from the pen depending. And we'll take our ink cartridge and we're going to insert it into the opening and press until it snaps. And you'll feel it puncture. Now once that's in and nice and secure, all we have to do is screw our barrel back into place and we're ready to write. The great thing about ink cartridges is they are pretty quick and easy, as you saw, and relatively mess-free. So if you're new to fountain pens, they can be a great way to start out writing. Now we're going to go into filling our ink with a converter. So what I have here is the Dayspring Pens Arizona fountain pen. And just like with the cartridge, we'll start by removing the barrel from the nib. Now you can see in here already is a piston converter, but just like the cartridge, all you're going to do if it's not inserted is simply put it in until you feel it snap. Now, we'll have our ink here. And all you have to do is insert the nib into the ink until it's submerged. And then we're just going to draw the ink up by twisting the piston. And as you can see, here it comes. Now we'll remove the nib from the ink. I like to give it a little tap. As you can see, there's a lot of ink on the nib itself. And at this point, it's always good to have a little bit of paper towel handy just to wipe off this excess ink. And we will re-screw on the barrel to our pen. We're ready to go. Now after the piston converter, we have our squeeze converter. And for this, I'm going to use the Quaco fountain pen. As always, we remove the barrel. The squeeze converter looks a little different, as you can tell. Insert it into the opening. And just like with the piston converter, we'll insert the nib into the ink. Now for this one, all we have to do is squeeze to press it and release. And we want to do this a couple of times until we start to see the ink draw up into the converter. Squeeze and fill until we have enough loaded in to do our writing. Again, we'll grab our handy paper towel, clean off the nib and the grip, re-screw on our barrel, and we're good to go. What's great about using an ink converter for fountain pens is that you really get the freedom to write however you want with a fountain pen. So you can try different types of inks, different brands. As you can tell, we have some by Noodlers here, some by Waterman, and some by Cross, and really find what ink works best for you. Get the full experience of using a fountain pen. Now that we've got our fountain pens filled with ink, we'll go ahead and show you how to write with them. Now you might think that there's some special technique to writing with a fountain pen, but really they're just like any other pen. The only thing you want to keep in mind is that we want to keep the pen roughly at a 45-degree angle, and we want to keep that nib side facing up towards us. Now the great thing about fountain pens, one of the things I love about them, is there's really a lot of room to explore what you do with them. You can find different types of nibs, you can find different types of ink, and really just tailor the experience to whatever you like in writing. So now you know how to load and use a fountain pen. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you have, feel free to like and subscribe. I'm Sam, and you've been watching Dayspring Pens.